Space Marines 2 finally has Horde mode on the test server, which means it's coming to the main game pretty soon. This is the mode I wanted since just after launch, and it's actually way better than I expected it to be. Just heads up, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, so the gameplay won't be that great like when I'm on controller. So for the Horde mode, which they're calling Siege in-game, it actually works kind of similarly to COD Zombies. It's round based, and every 5 rounds a boss appears. You get a 1-minute break before the next round starts, and between rounds you can go to stations and buy stuff. There's equipment on the top row like 3 medkits, pouches of ammo, or you can buy that large ammo box for the whole squad, grenades, and a self-revive. The next row has 20% buffs for every class that lasts for 5 minutes. The Assault gets faster ability recharge, the Vanguard gets increased melee damage, Sniper gets a 15% headshot multiplier. This is the only one that isn't 20%, by the way. Tactical gets increased range damage, the Heavy takes less range damage, and the Bulwark takes less melee damage. So those two support class, instead of dealing more damage, since they're kind of defensive and support, yeah, they just take less damage to help them be a bit tankier. Again, all 20% except the Sniper. And when you buy one of these buffs for your class, they send out an extra AI teammate that's the same as your class types. So yeah, you get a buff and some extra backup. I don't know if this will happen for every single teammate, so there's like 6 Marines on the field total, but I was only seeing mine. So I guess we'll see when it comes to the main game. Now you can actually buy Acadian soldiers from 40 in the first slot up to 80 in the last one, and they'll help kill enemies or just be cannon fodder and distract the enemy while buying you time to do whatever. And lastly, you can call in a Dreadnought, but you'll have to fill up the 1500 point requirement by spending on these first 4 tiers of points. Now these stations are scattered around the levels, and you can use them while in the middle of a wave if you need ammo or healing too, but honestly you'll probably be too busy fighting for your life to do that. Now on to the gameplay, and this was actually harder than I thought it would be. This is on normal mode. You can pick between normal and hard, and the waves are kind of long and they just throw a ridiculous amount of enemies at you. But that's not me complaining, it's what I wanted. It's just chaos. Everywhere you look there's things to kill. The only downtime is when a wave stops, and yeah, it's great. They also put in side objectives, so you can do these while you're fighting, and you'll get more credits to spend at the stations. But I was so busy fighting sometimes I wouldn't notice them. There were so many enemies on screen, my game started dropping frames. I had to look away from the Horde just so my game wouldn't crash. This game normally runs great on my PC. I've never had any issues, but yeah, there's just so much going on at like wave 12 to 15. It was just tanking my frames. I hope they fix this because, again, I couldn't look at the Horde and start shooting. So yeah, that's probably the only performance complaint. But yeah, that's how crazy it gets. The enemies are a mix of Tyranid and Chaos Marines. They alternate each floor to keep it mixed up instead of you just fighting one faction. The thing I was concerned about when they mentioned there's going to be a Horde mode though was actually people leaving. Say I just want to do a quick 5 rounds and then leave because I only had 30 minutes to play. But I'm happy with the way they did it. So it works the same as Warframe's round-based missions. After 5 rounds, you will enter an elevator that's going to take you to the next floor, and the end of round screen shows up. And you can choose if you want to leave and go back to the battle barge, while other people can choose if they want to continue playing and go on to the next set of rounds. And you'll see the rewards for the floors you completed at the bottom. So everyone can choose what they want to do regardless of the entire squad, and again, I'm really happy with this. Unfortunately, I only matched with people once. I don't know if it's just me or maybe that many people aren't on the test server, but it was mostly just me and the AI teammates. So let's talk about solo play. Space Marines AI teammates are reliable compared to most AI teammates in a lot of games. They use their ults and they can kill, and they come to revive you when you get downed. However, around wave 10, they will start to struggle. If you go down on wave 9 or 10 while playing solo, that's normally the end of it. They won't kill enemies, they'll just only focus on reviving you, and they'll keep getting knocked back until they die. So the solo experience, it's pretty fun up to wave 10. I died to 2 hell brutes. It was just way too hectic with all the Chaos Marine flamethrowers, and both these hell brutes were just chasing me down. And again, this is on normal difficulty. So for the people who enjoy the really hard difficulties, you will probably like this on the much harder modes. I don't know what the max amount of waves are. The highest I got to was level 15 before I died. But yeah, playing this on the main game with other people who have maxed out characters is going to be pretty fun. In terms of classes, I think the Heavy, Bulwark, Tactical, and the Assault are really going to shine here with their crowd control type of kits and abilities. I think it's just going to be too hectic for the Sniper and Vanguard, which is probably why they gave all the classes more weapons, because they knew this mode was coming next. The only thing I can complain about is that I wish they added this mode sooner, since the updates come pretty slow on this game. This is the kind of mode I would pop in, play 20-30 minutes, and then leave instead of running the same missions over and over again. I expected it to be like the end of the Inferno mission, where you just stand on the platform and kill waves and waves of enemies, but nah, this is way better than what I expected. With the armory stations all over the map, the point system to buy buffs for classes, and extra soldiers for backup, and you can call in a Dreadnought, which I was kind of disappointed by. The 2 times I called in the Dreadnought, it really didn't do much. So maybe it's only useful in the much higher waves like 14 and 15, but it was kind of just standing around. I thought it would be like how it was in the campaign, just clearing everything in its path, but nah. I felt like I did more killing than this thing. Maybe my Dreadnought was a bit faulty or defective, I don't know. When it comes to the main game, hopefully it does a bit better. But yeah, they will throw a combination of every single enemy type at you in this mode. I was fighting for my life in here. The only thing that could make this better is if we had some kind of fire class or like a flamethrower weapon for the heavy. I want a flamethrower for the heavy class so bad. But they've only added pistols so far. Or, you know, maybe like a medic kind of class could be cool. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. I finally got the update I've been waiting a really long time for, and they delivered. It's a lot of fun and very chaotic, so I'm pretty happy with it. If you played this on the test server, what do you think about it? You can leave a comment down below and let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.